Okay, sorry about that. We are back. So, as I mentioned, we are going to be introducing the characters this evening. So Greg, sorry, if you would, please introduce your characters. Thanks.
All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Sorry about that. I'm playing two characters. First, I'm playing Jenkins, the engineer, who is a cripple, but is still a whiz with all sorts of electronics and can be relied upon in all sorts of book smart kind of things. He's kind of a jack of all trades. I'm also playing Trask Nicely, whose last name belies his violent nature. Crack shot with an assault rifle and a pistol. Should be fun.
Excellent. So moving on, we've got Ryan. Ryan, if you would please introduce your characters.
Good evening and welcome to the Gamma Quadrant. I'll be playing two characters this evening as well, starting with Doc Stuffins. He is the ship's doctor, as his name would suggest. He also survived a massacre on his home world as a young man, which led him to become a bit of a pacifist, and it also is what led him to be a doctor. The other character I'll be playing is Captain Lance Starman. He always gets his man. The bravest and most daring space captain in the quadrant who truly can't be beat. Women want him, men want him. Another space captain's quiver before him.
Awesome. Mitch, if you would, introduce your character.
Hi everybody, my name is Mitch. I'll be playing Buzz Goldman, the ship's pilot. Buzz is an ace pilot who can be kind of arrogant in his thoughts of himself, especially his piloting skills. He's very oriented and driven, things done, so in the face of fear, he doesn't quiver, he doesn't run away, but death does not scare him.
Excellent. So, fantastic. Thanks, guys, for introducing your characters. And at this point, what I'd like to do is I'd like to just give you a little bit of setup. Since the Gamma Quadrant is a brand new setting for us, and some of us have not played Savage Worlds in a little bit, I ask the audience, please bear with us as we work out any kinks, and if we miss any rules, or if characters miss certain opportunities, or we choose to just completely disregard any of the rules or the setting details, understand that it's not intentional. So where we are is you guys are members of the crew of the survey vessel Nostromo, and you were on your way to a planet called Acheron, because the company that you work for, which is called Kazatech, had asked you to go out there and investigate the planet for the potential of seeing if it had minerals that were worth refining or mining, or if the planet could be terraformed. So the ship that you're on, the Nostromo, is outfitted with an elaborate sensor array that can determine whether or not the right conditions exist, or the planet is suitable for terraforming. About 4 days into your journey, however, you picked up a rogue transmission, and even though the transmission was loaded with static, after your computer system, fondly referred to as Mother, managed to clean it up a little bit, there were only a few words that you could actually make out from the transmission, and the transmission came through like this. Mayday, it's quick, small, and we're adrift, and need assistance, casualties, and breach. Dude, hold on, no. So with that cryptic message, the computer system informs you that the only thing that it could actually retrieve from the message that was clear was the point of origin, which interestingly enough is actually along your path to Acheron. So at this point, what I'd like to do is is I'd like to ask you guys, how you'd like to respond to the the Mayday call that you heard, and how each of your characters would respond after being huddled around the monitor and seeing this desperate call for help.
Well, I think Jenkins, because it's coming through all garbled, will probably try to see what he can do to fine-tune or enhance the transmission, make it a little more clear, working how he can with the ship's AI, who he probably would have made pretty good friends with.
Sure.
Trask nicely is more of a professional. Isn't really the word that comes to mind, but he knows he's not really the person who makes the decisions, so he's kind of at the back, sort of like arms folded, like kind of impassive when it comes to it all, because he's seen and heard some pretty bad stuff for his career, and he's kind of numb to it at this point. So he's going to be kind of impassive as he watches, but just waiting for orders.
As Doc Stuffins hears the end of the broadcast, he immediately speaks up. We have to help these people. He's taken a Hippocratic oath, and it's something that drives him to help people when and if they need it. Captain Starman is a little more level-headed. He's definitely confident enough to believe that if this were some type of trap, we could handle it. But whatever decision he makes, he's going to stick with it. He's a very stubborn man.
Sure. So you guys know that piracy's a thing, right? That there is there is, to a degree. I mean, there's a police force, more or less, that kind of keeps order out here, but piracy still exists. I mean, there's a potential that it's it's a piracy thing. You just don't know at this point. And I would say, the captain also knows that protocol is to call it in, right? Situation comes up like this, you want to call it in, see what the company has to say. However, you also know, given how far out you are, it's going to take 2 weeks to get a response. So, what did you want to do there? Did you want to report it, knowing that it'll be 2 weeks before the message is received, or just let it go and check it out and call it in when you can, figure out what to call it in as?
So we don't have an operator. If I were going to delegate someone, would it be the pilot?
Yeah. So he's, he would be, in essence, your executive officer, more or less.
Because I have the low tech, high tech minor endurance. So I would probably avoid being the one handling the actual transmission, but I would play it by the book. I'd make the transmission so that, it's on the record.
Okay, sounds good. Anybody else?
I'll go ahead and get it in for you, boss.
Depends on what the captain says, really.
I mean, I myself am going to have to agree with going to what the captain says to do.
Contact the authorities. We're going in.
Sure.
Beep,
So
boop.
so who's gonna actually call it in?
I will.
The engineer probably will. Oh, okay. Well, I can hook up the connection, but somebody else is probably going to be the one to talk or record the message or whatever.
Sure. So whoever is actually recording it, I mean, let me hear what you say.
Okay.
Before we start, I tell them that I put in a suggestion that maybe we should tell them that we're going to go after them, given the situation, given the Mayday, everything like that.
Wait, can I just order him to open a channel and I actually do the talking?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Okay, Buzz, open a channel for me.
Buzz.
Alright, Captain.
Well, so the
You're
way that
live.
it works, the way that it works is like you craft a message. So he'll basically start recording, and then because there's no direct communication, you can't have two-way communication this deep out in space. So you craft a message, you hit send, and then usually sometime later a message returns to you after it bounces off of all the relays, getting back to Earth.
And what's the name of our ship again?
The name of your ship is the Nostromo.
Okay. This is Captain Lance Starman of Bromo, reporting a distress call at galactic coordinates bleep bloop by bleep bloop. We're on our way to our final destination, and we'll be stopping at the distress signal on the way. For now.
All right.
I speak up, sir. That was well spoken, but we're closer to Brap Wur than Bleep Bloop.
Yeah, correction noted. All right, so
I mean, I
yeah,
could
so
make up some
I assume
coordinates.
you guys, want to head in the direction, punch in the coordinates for that you received the distress call.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So after the coordinates are entered, the ship's computer mother comes back and says, "Journey to the destination will be 14 hours. Shall I commence?"
You hear that, Kevin?
Engage.
Engines engaging. Please brace. And so the engines spool up, and the drive begins to whir, and the ship takes off in the direction of the distress signal. Is there anything that you guys would like to do before you arrive? So I'll probably fast track the travel here, but if there's anything in particular, knowing that you're heading to a distress call, what would you like to do before you get there?
Well, real quick before we do that, can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
What was our original destination again? I want to jot that down.
You were headed to a planet called Acheron. Yeah, so your destination was a
And the
planet called
ship is the
Acheron.
Nostromo.
The name of the ship is the Nostromo, yes.
Perfect. Well, I would think I would order. I'm going to order Jenkins to make sure the weapons are primed, and then everyone else I will let the business.
Okay, so the vessel that you're on is not an armed vessel. It's basically a transport and scientific vessel, right? It's unarmed, and it's unarmed for a reason, because it's privately held. It's not a government vessel. However, you do have a armory on the vessel for the purpose of repelling boarders or pirates or whoever. So from that perspective, there's no weapons to prime on your ship, so to speak. But you can get the weapons in the armory ready to use.
Okay. So Trask is the science or the security officer then.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You're in
He's
charge
the only
of
one
bringing
with
out the
keys
weapons.
to the armory.
You're in charge of arming the crew, Trask.
Right. And he salutes and stomps off to gather whatever weaponry we have.
Yeah, and so as he makes his way to the weapons cache, right? I mean, it's fortunate for you guys. It's not frequently used. However, Trask is pretty obsessive compulsive about his work, and so as a result, the weapons are in pristine condition. The storage area, however, leaves a little to be desired in terms of overall cleanliness. But the weapons themselves are in perfect working order.
And in the meantime, Doc Stuffins will quietly exit the bridge, I suppose, and go and prepare a triage center in the medical area for potential casualties.
Okay.
I don't know if Jenkins can tell anything more about the broadcast, if there's a way to, the quality of the recording or try to figure out some information about the ship and investigate sort of if it's a trap.
Yeah, so you can, you can give me a repair roll, which will, what I'll use that for is for, if you can, kind of tweak the radio system a little bit to see if you can get, if you can get any more information from the transmission.
Nope.
Oof,
No,
nope.
unfortunately, radios aren't necessarily your specialty, but, anything else around the ship, you're pretty knowledgeable.
So, since we're prepping, I would like to be running just scans of the ship through the system's computer. Just, double checking systems before we take off.
Scans of your ship?
Yeah, just internal diagnostics, make sure nothing.
Sure. So why don't you go ahead and give me a piloting roll? Because that will be helpful. Yeah. So everything appears to be in good working order. You had the Nostromo in dry dock before you headed out on this mission.
Okay.
It was recently serviced. Coming back from your last mission, there was an issue with the FTL drive, and so you know that it was serviced. It seems to be working well because you made good time leaving Midway Station, but otherwise all systems are reporting in as normal. So, barring anything else you guys want to do, I'll zoom ahead as you approach the location of the distress signal. Just one last check. Is there anything else anybody wants to do or needs to do before we arrive?
Captain and Doc are all set.
I think I'm okay.
Final call. All set. All set.
Please make sure to get your valuables.
So over the ship's PA system, Mother, the computer system, comes on and says, "Now approaching destination. Please prepare for visible entry." And then basically what happens is you guys are on the bridge and the heads-up display comes up and the ship kind of comes out of slipstream, and in front of you you see a pretty good distance what looks like definitely so you recognize the design, right? And you recognize it as a Colony Life Cycle Foundation, CLF. You recognize it as a CLF vessel. As you get a little bit closer, you see the markings, and it says 06, and then printed down the side it says Kaine, Kaine. And so the ship kind of comes to a stop, at about 2,000 meter distance, as the computer system comes back in and says, "Captain, would you like to begin the scan process?"
Affirmative.
Scanning now. And you hear, and as the different scan systems come online, and beams of light kind of pass over the Kaine, and then after a couple of minutes the computer comes back and says, "Scan complete. We have identified 6 life forms, and it appears propulsion is offline. Weapon systems offline. Environmental controls partially offline." It appears that airlocks are functional. There are 3. One on deck 2. and 2 on Deck 3.
Mother, can you determine which airlock is closest to the survivors?
Inconclusive.
Can you tell which airlock is closest to the engineering section of the ship?
The airlock at the aft of Deck 2 is closest to engineering.
Buzz,
Mother. Yes, Captain.
take us to the aft airlock and finish your thought while you're at it.
Well, Captain, I was going to ask if we can determine what level 3 is.
So the ship looks like it's got, like 3 distinct levels, right? So there's a base level, there's a like a mid level, which kind of the design of the ship is such that there's kind of a like a lower section, a middle section, an upper section. Looking at it, if you were to navigate around to the back of it, the airlock is prominent, like you can see where it is. And there's there are docking clamps and other things there where you could actually bring the Nostromo around and actually dock with this ship. It's considerably larger than the Nostromo.
Oh, okay.
And where did you say the other 2 airlocks were located?
They're on Deck 3. There is 1 to port and 1 to starboard.
Alright, we're gonna stick with the aft port.
Alright, Captain. I'll make it happen.
All right, so Buzz, let me go ahead and get a piloting roll. Let's see how well you
got it.
can line up the ship with the airlock.
Oh, horribly.
Well, I mean, you just needed a 4. And for those watching that aren't familiar with Savage Worlds, the majority of rolls require a 4, in terms of the target number. However, you might have, penalties here or there depending on difficulty, and other conditions. But in this particular case, a 4, would have gotten it done, which you succeeded. So it's a little bumpy. You lined it up, and the clamps aren't, exactly straight. So there's a little shudder as the clamp system attaches to the starboard or the right side, airlock 3 on the Nostromo, and you manage to get the all clear as the airlock engages, and it begins to cycle through environmental regulation. And so once that finishes, you get a little light on your display that says docking complete, environment balanced or environment regulated.
So I get on the comm. Wait, is everyone on the bridge? They would be on the bridge. Jack Steffens, I think, would still be medical. Anyway, so Trask, I need you to secure the airlock. Don't proceed through. Jenkins, can you establish 2-way communications with the ship, or attempt to?
I can attempt to, sir. I can give it another shot. And Trask, for his part, salutes and moves over, readying his gun as he does so.
So where is he moving over to? To the airlock?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you want to give me a repair roll for Jenkins to see if he can interface with the Kaine?
Sure. Hey, there we go.
All right. So you got a success and a raise. So you are able to interface with the Kaine. However, as soon as as soon as the uplink is established, the console just you know scrolls with errors and warnings and all this stuff. I mean, it seems like a good portion of systems are down. There are, you know, damage reports for various sections of the ship, and it looks like there's also an error on some of the stasis pods, that that some of the stasis pods have been breached, and so that's very concerning, because you know that if you interrupt hypersleep, it can be very detrimental to the person that's in hypersleep.
Does it mean that it's been interrupted, or is it just like breaking down?
It's hard to say from the error messages. It just says, HS chamber 16 malfunction, HS chamber 17 malfunction, and
I was hoping for like smiley faces or frowning faces.
Yeah. So I mean, if you think about it like a computer screen, right? There's just a series of errors like spitting out, and it appears that the Kaine AI is offline. So you can't interface with the ship's AI either. So you're basically just looking at raw log output. So there's nothing to talk to.
Good about a mother. Mothers are always there for you.
So there would be no way to access, like, if the ship had a comm system so that I could speak to the people on the ship and let them know we're here to help.
It would definitely take some time, and then I mean, based on his result, he thinks like you would say that like it is unlikely that you'd be able to establish a direct link to any of the systems. You're getting kind of debug level output from the system right now. Like the AI is down, comm system degraded, environmental system degraded. So all you're getting is just like a whole series of errors.
Very good.
Well, I wouldn't say very good, Captain.
Well,
There you go.
good to know. Let's everyone head to the airlock.
Well, so one thing you realize is that this vessel is armed, and considering it didn't shoot at you when you tried to dock with it, I mean, that's probably a good sign.
I'm overly confident that we're going to do just fine. Everyone out the airlock.
Woohoo!
Okay. So you don't actually. Well, so basically the way that it works is there's a door on your side. There's a small tunnel where you cross from from the Nostromo over to the Kaine, and then there's a door on the Kaine side. But it's like it's like a one-way portal, right? So like everybody's got to go in. The door behind you closes. The pressure normalizes, and then the door on the other side opens up.
Right, we've all played sci-fi games.
Okay. So, did you all want to go, or did anybody want to stay on the Nostromo, or, how did you want to, enter the other ship?
There. Would there be any advantages for like the engineer staying behind? Like, can he interface with them? Can he help them from the ship? Because if not, I'll go with them.
Yeah, without the systems online, it's probably important that the engineer goes with them to try to see if, if you can get to a console, then you may be able to bring some things back online.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you with me, Jenkins. Buzz, you should stay behind with the ship. Keep the airlock secured until we call you on the comm. And Doc Steffens, you're with us.
And you guys can talk to Mother from the other ship. So your comm links have the ability to communicate with your AI. Again, provided that nobody gets onto your ship and sabotages it or whatever.
Mother, you stay here and keep Buzz company.
Affirmative. All right, so everybody but Buzz is going, I guess.
Are we? Am I supposed to stay?
It doesn't.
You are.
You don't have to, right? I mean, you can give Mother instructions not to open the airlock for anybody, but but you also do know that, that there are plasma cutters, and it would be pretty easy for somebody, to go plasma cut that airlock open and make their way to your ship. But
I think I'm
at
gonna
the same
stay
time,
behind.
I'll say for the sake of clarity, it is standard protocol for the away team, the whole group that we have here, to go on these types of things.
I got it. I'll go, but order Mother that not to open the doors and to. Well, I guess she couldn't redock herself, could she?
Well, you could have her pull away and stay within radio range. So your radio range will only work about 1,000 meters from the Kaine, right? So once you're aboard the Kaine, you could have her pull off and hold to where you can still communicate, but she's not actually at the airlock.
That's what I would like
But
to do.
if you had to make a hasty exit, she'd have to try to dock herself.
What do you think, Captain?
Or you'd have to make sure you had suits on, and then you could, make your way back to the Nostromo.
Would it be bulky to carry our suits in our backpacks?
Oh yeah, no, space suits are huge. You're
Okay.
either going to wear them or you're not going to take them.
I say we wear them because it gives us a little bit of armor.
I don't think it's armor.
I saw a spacesuit in there somewhere, like the armor section.
We'll have the ship hold 100
Yeah,
meters
it counts
off
as a
of the,
+1 to armor. So
We'll have the ship hold 100 meters off the airlock.
okay. Okay. So everybody's then going aboard the Kaine.
Correct.
And we're going to go in our spacesuits.
Okay, so everybody go ahead and equip your spacesuits. Alright, and I'll go ahead and put you guys in the first area.
What is
Where do we
spacesuits
put
under?
the armor? Yeah,
Under armor and items.
It's in items, yeah.
What book is this?
It's... Hold on. They're in the science fiction companion.
Ah, that's why. I don't have it loaded. My apologies.
Okay, let me share this
And
with
where
you.
do we put it? I can't. Oh, okay, in the armor tab. Right.
Okay, so you guys see that first section?
Yep.
So as you come aboard, as soon as you enter the airlock, you see the airlock lights flashing, and you see two dead bodies that look like they're out of D&D because I didn't have any more modern human dead bodies. But anyway, you see two dead bodies that look like maybe crewmen of some kind. There's a door directly ahead of you, And there are 2 consoles, and then there are 2 there are 2 kind of engineering consoles, and then there are 2 other what look like cargo control or airlock control consoles, and the 2 bodies you see are kind of strewn haphazardly on the ground. They're surrounded by pools of blood.
Doc Steffens approaches the closest one to examine it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a healing roll. Okay, so strange. It looks like whatever happened to this crewman, he suffered some kind of blunt trauma to the chest, and the chest cavity is just completely collapsed, and so whether it was some kind of weapon, projectile, or whatever, but the chest cavity is completely blown out.
And is it the same for this guy?
Yeah, except for this guy also has a head wound, and it looks like I mean, it's tough to say, but it looks like he was also shot in the head. So not only does he have chest, blunt force trauma to the chest, but he's also got a headshot wound.
Signs of multiple blunt force trauma, Captain, and possibly weapons fire. Acknowledged.
So, I mean, just looking around, the 2 consoles at the back appear to be smashed. The other 2 consoles up front appear to still be functional. You do see signs of actually, anybody wants to investigate further?
I would, sure.
Jenkins, come check this stuff
I'll
out.
take notice rolls from anybody who wants to give me a
Trask
notice
is going to move into the room and as well, just to make sure that whoops, don't want to grab him.
The captain's basically gonna casually look around.
Okay, so Buzz and Lance, you guys both see signs of small arms fire. It looks like, that there was some kind of conflict. There was some kind of gunfight here. There appears to also be a blood trail going under the door to the south.
Captain, do you see this?
Trask. Breach.
Sir. Breach, sir.
Breach.
I do speak in full sentences, sir.
I don't.
Right. And he's gonna try to kick it in.
Okay. Well, it's a sliding steel door. So,
Well, I did the hell out of it. He said breach, not slide gently to the side. Follow orders.
Doc will heal your foot for you.
so you know that you'd have to run a bypass on the controller. So there's a small controller on the side of the door. It appears to be locked from the inside, and so you you can, one of you guys can go and try to run a bypass on it.
Sure. Like around here or something like that?
Yeah.
Or would it be repair?
Just a repair roll, yeah.
Hey.
Alright, yeah, you're successful. So let me go ahead and so the console beeps and the door begins to slide open.
I sort of step back behind the wall and ready the pistol from behind cover, and Jenkins is going to move back here as the door opens.
And Captain Starman steps up and takes the other side of the door.
Okay, hang on a second. So as the door opens, you notice there are a group of humans inside wielding pistols. And as they open, or as the door opens, they're surprised. They were initially
They were initially what?
Say again.
They were initially doing what?
They were initially looking the other way, and as the door, like you hear the mechanical sound of the door, and as the door slides open, they turn around surprised, and they say to you, "Who the hell are you guys? What are you doing here?"
I'm Captain Lance Starman, responding to your distress call. How can we be of assistance?
Distress call. Yeah. No, that was totally us. Where's your ship? We'd like to be rescued.
What exactly is the nature of your distress?
There's a thing, some kind of creature. So we heard we're totally from this ship. We're totally from the Kaine. And there's some creature, and we just gotta get out of here. So where's your ship? We'll go and get off the ship. It's very dangerous.
Fellas, you can be I attempt to persuade them.
What are you trying to persuade?
After all, we're privateers.
So tell me exactly what you're trying to persuade them of.
That we're pirates too. Well,
Yeah, so their ruse is not
we're
convincing at all.
So I'm not convinced. I mean, like, personally, meta, I know I'm not, but my character is not convinced either.
No, I mean, they're not in a uniform, they're not in, this is a company vessel for the CLF, and they're not in CLF uniforms. Like, that's the first indicator. Beyond that, they're not very good at deception.
How about you fellas put your weapons down, and then we'll talk.
We'll put our weapons down as soon as we're on your ship. I mean, it's dangerous in here. This is a dangerous place.
I signal Trask to raise his weapon at the same time as me, and I say, "This is not a negotiation. Lower your weapons."
I raised my weapon too, and I pointed directly at one of the others, and I said, "Captain says you should put him down. I suggest you follow what he says."
All right, so give me an intimidation roll.
I don't have that, so just roll unskilled.
Yep, you unskilled and him skilled. Okay. So yeah, they're not going for it from you.
Oh,
But the captain, yeah, the captain is intimidating.
well, I would like to real quick, as a natural leader, I would like to use one of my bennies for his role.
Um, I mean, you can, but I mean, I was just going to explain that that
So we
they
didn't
seem
have
intimidated
to both
by you.
intimidate
They
them?
don't seem intimidated by Greg, but at the same time, like they're not necessarily intimidated to the point to where they're going to put down their weapons, because you get the sense that there's something scarier than you here. These guys are scared of something else that is not you.
Alright, men. There's no way you're getting on my ship armed. What exactly has you so terrified?
There are creatures here, man. It's bad news, you know. I mean, look, I'll come clean, right? We got the call too, right? Just happened to be a little bit closer than you guys. Figured we'd swoop in, grab some valuables, get out of here. But we came in with a party of 8, and we're the only 4 left. The other 4 guys, these things, they just swooped down on us with claws and tails, and they were just these creatures. I've never seen them before. They move like lightning. I don't know what to do. I mean, those 2 guys in that room there, those are our guys.
Do we have a brig on the Nostromo? Or like a secure holding area? Something we could set up?
You have a cargo hold that you can lock down.
Okay. I get on my comlink to Mother, and I tell her to begin docking procedures.
Okay. And so over the comlink she says, "Yes, Captain. We will be docked in 1 minute." And,
Are you for? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, so a little timer shows up on your, so you've got a little, I think it's a handheld, and it shows the position of the Nostromo, it shows the position of the Kaine, and it shows the Nostromo moving into position to dock.
Okay, you 4. We're gonna secure you in our cargo hold, but you're gonna wait there while we find the other 2 life forms detected on the ship.
I don't think those things show up on life readers. I think there's more than that.
Our ship detected 6 life forms when we came into range. There's only 4 of you.
Yeah, but those creatures, I'm saying, man, those creatures, I don't think, I mean, we scanned the ship too. I mean, we picked up 3 life forms, and when we came aboard, man, there was just a bunch of those things. I don't think they show up on the readers.
Captain, it is possible the other 2 are human.
That's my point. So are these guys the only ones on the ship?
You don't know.
I believe there are 2 more survivors, and I'm going to be checking for them, and you can either wait here, or you can wait in our cargo hold, weaponless.
All right, intimidation roll.
Big money, big money, big money, big money, big money.
Woo!
Woo!
All right, yeah. So they're like, all right, cargo hold it is. Anywhere's better than this. I don't want one of those things getting a hold of me. So they agree. They lower their weapons, holster them. They all have pistols, and they say, all right. So you hear the docking clamps engage. The airlock lights spin up, and you hear the hiss of the environmental system kick in as it starts to compensate for the air inside of the docking, the docking tube, and then the light on the airlock goes green.
Okay, and when we put them in the cargo holds, I want each of us to frisk them. Each one pick one and frisk them to make sure that they don't have any weapons or anything they can use to escape.
Okay.
Jenkins should probably stay out of this one.
Okay, so who's escorting him?
We're just going into the, because our ship's relatively small, so it'll just be a minute, right?
Yeah.
So Trask and I will take them.
Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna move them real quick up here. Hang on a second. Okay, so when you get them here, so go ahead and situate you guys like you would be if you were escorting them towards the, if you were escorting them to the Nostromo.
And I'll have Trask. Wait.
Jenkins will try to sort of duck behind a console here just in case.
I'll take the rear.
Okay. So this guy who's moving right here starts acting kind of weird. He starts like convulsing, and he's like, he's just like starts frothing at the mouth. He starts going into convulsion.
I put one in the back of his head.
Oh, okay. So go ahead and target him and make an attack roll.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Alright, yeah, you hit. So go ahead and roll some damage. Okay, he's hit, but it slows him down. However, he's still convulsing. So let's go ahead and do some initiative, because the other guy's seeing you shoot at their buddy, even though he's, they all reacted like, "Come on, man, he's just sick, man. Leave him alone. What are you doing? What the hell are you shooting at him?" And they're all going to change their demeanor to hostile.
How do I roll initiative?
Hang on. You don't need to roll it. Hold on. So it looks like Trask got a Joker to lead off, which is great. So Trask is going to be able to act when and where he wants. And he's got initiative as we begin round 1 of combat. So that guy is shaken. So Trask, would you like to go first, or would you like to hold your action? I mean, as with the Joker, you can go whenever you want.
No, I'll go now.
Okay, and just remember, you get a +2 to all your actions with the Joker. Now, in terms of multi-actions. Just remember there's a cumulative a cumulative -2, which, so if you say you want to take 3 actions, so like for example, if you want to shoot, then you can shoot once with no penalty. If you shoot twice, then you take a -2 to both shots, and then if you want to move and shoot, it's a -2 to the shooting while you're moving. So it's so for every action you take beyond 1, it's a -2 penalty. So
okay. So which pirate is the one that that the captain shot?
it's the one with the shaken icon on him, but it's pirate number 4. It's this guy moving around right here. There you
All
go.
right. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at it with my assault rifle pretty immediately.
Okay, so just remember, grab the attack, right click twice because it's a 3-round burst shot, and then go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
And that'll roll all three bullets and your wild die.
Is that the 12 at the left?
Yes. All right, so you got 3 hits with a raise.
Woohoo!
So
just roll.
go ahead and roll your
just double click
damage.
it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so he has armor, so he got 2 wounds, so you hit him twice. Why don't you go ahead and describe it?
Trask bringing up his assault rifle to bear is a pretty practiced move with not a lot of wasted movement, and he's always quick to jump into combat mode when the opportunity presents itself. So he raises it and fires right at, highest body mass, everything like that, just directly at him. Just, immediately smoothly moving into that sort of combat mode. And the bullets burst in his chest, and he screams and staggers a little bit.
So I think you actually, because you hit, you only rolled damage once. I think you got to roll it twice more because you hit 3 times.
And then I grin.
All 3 times.
That all happens in the space of like a tenth of a second, and then I release the other 2 bullets. So I'll just right click once to add 1 more. There we go. Woohoo! Look at that.
All right, so that's going to be it for him. He is going to be defeated. All right, so that's it for him. So.
Good job.
So he
Great.
falls
Thank
to the
you.
ground, and when he does, you notice that when he falls to the ground, you notice that like there's a like where you shot him in the chest. There's the bullet seemed to do a lot of damage to his midsection, where he got shot, almost as if there was some kind of internal kind of explosion almost. As you see, he falls to the ground, blood pools around him, but shots to the shooting him in the chest seemed to have significant effect. So, if that's all you wanted to do, you can go ahead and pass your turn.
All right.
Okay, Jenkins.
I'm not sure. I guess he can shoot at him, but are there any, like, I don't know, there's no powers or whatever, like, can can he use his? What does taunt do, for instance?
So basically, what you can do is you can taunt him to get an advantage or to get a bonus to your attack. So basically, like it's like almost like a goading attack. So so you would distract them in essence, which would give you a +2 to your attack against them.
But that would also make him more likely to attack me the next round if I don't.
It
kill him.
absolutely would, yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe he'll just. I don't know. He doesn't have too much to do in combat. I guess he'll just shoot him. Unskilled.
He doesn't have shooting.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll just fire his Spencer carbine from behind the sort of pop out from behind cover there.
Yeah. So that's a single shot.
That.
It's a
Okay.
semi-automatic carbine.
All right. One shot and didn't really do great.
Nope. No. He's unsuccessful. He does have a knife as well, but he is also unskilled in knife play.
Yeah, he's not a great melee
More
guy.
of an engineer. All right, Doc Stuffins.
Doc Stuffins uses his turn to A, hide behind this console. E, use his comlink to order Mother to disengage the airlock, or begin disengaging the airlock.
All right.
He's a pacifist, my
Yeah. So the mother comes over the comlink and says, "Order received to disengage docking. Captain, do you agree?"
Do I have to wait for my turn?
He was so mother was talking to the captain.
I know, but do I have to wait for the captain's turn to answer?
Oh
him?
no. Speaking is free action.
Ah, confirmed.
Understood. Disengaging. And you hear, as the docking clamps disengage abruptly, and you see the lights, the red lights flash again, as the red light above the airlock comes on. Sorry. So Buzz is up.
Buzz draws his
Buzz,
pistol
Buzz.
and he's going to shoot at Pirate right in front of him. Got a hit.
Oh, 3 wounds. Well, so these pirates are not these. So I think a while ago I probably explained to you guys. You've got you guys are what are called wild cards. So you're heroes in the traditional sense. But these pirates are extras. They're not wild cards, and so extras die with just 1 wound. So you are successful in killing Pirate 3.
Sweet.
And so he falls to the ground dead as well. Hang on a second.
I can't take another shot, can I?
You'd have to announce it beforehand, right? So if you want to take multiple shots, because there's a cumulative -2 penalty, like you could say, I want to take 2 shots, right? But each shot has a -2. You understand?
Gotcha. Alright, then on that note, I'm going to pass my turn.
Okay, hang on, let me just think Pirate 3 is the one that's all screwed up. Okay, so Pirate 3 is dead. So this guy, Pirate Pirate 1, I guess. He's gonna turn, and he's gonna try. Actually, wait, hold on. Pirate 1 is the one that was. Okay, so hold on. I'm just gonna I deleted 3, so hold on. I deleted 3 instead of 1, so let me just go ahead and those conditions. There we go. So he's going to make a shot at Lance. So he's gonna have to draw his weapon because he did put it away. So he's going to have to draw his
Nice.
weapon, and he's going to make a shot, but he's going to make his shot at a -2 because he had to draw it first.
Well, at least my intimidation was worth something.
Yeah, so he's going to make his shot. Okay, so he misses. And that's all he's going to do, because if he tries to take off, you're going to get him. So Pirate 2, he's going to do the same thing basically. He's going to have to draw his pistol. He's going to target Trask. He's going to get a -2. And he's going to go ahead and make a pistol shot. And he's going to miss. So, Captain Starman.
Am I targeting anyone?
It looks like you might be targeting that pirate right next to you.
Yeah, that's what I was trying. Okay. So, I turn to pirate right next to me, and I attempt to bury my survival knife right in his tum-tum. And I fail miserably.
Oh yeah, no, unsuccessful in that shot.
Oh no, Joker pirate.
Uh-oh. So this guy, so pirate has a Joker. So he's going to get a +2. He's going to get a +2 to his attack, and he's going to target the captain again. Here he goes. Oh, that's a hit. Oh, and you've taken a wound. So what you can do is you can use a Benny to attempt to soak the wound. You make a vigor roll, and you spend that Benny. You do it right now before the damage takes effect. And by soaking the wound, it in essence didn't happen. You basically shrugged it off.
Yeah, and I can just right-click the Benny and use Benny to soak, right?
Yes. Okay, so you succeeded. Yeah, and it was soaked. So you do not have a wound anymore. So congratulations.
Woo!
Alright. I think you used a Benny from Lance, though. So, oh, actually you should have. Hold on a second. Interesting. Okay, let me just... Hold on. Okay, alright, so I've taken that
Hey.
Benny away.
I already lost the Benny. That's 2 now.
No, you have 2 right now.
I started 4 though.
You should have started with 3. Oh, wait, did you have a... Hold on.
Both my characters started with 4.
Were they supposed to start with 4?
I have
don't know.
4 as well.
You shouldn't have 4, you should have 3. Everybody
I
should
was
have 3.
gonna say, I think it's 3. Alright, let me get rid of 1.
Yeah, everybody should have 3 bennies to start.
Yep.
Oh, man. great soak roll on an invalid Benny usage.
Oh, now it shows I only have 2. What?
Yeah, okay. So, hold on, which character?
Yeah, I'm only on Buzz.
Buzz. Okay, here. I'll
Now,
give
stuck
you,
in there, it showed 4 chips, so.
there you go. You got 3.
Thank you.
Got 3. Alright, cool. So, alright, so Joker Pirate misses. So because of the excellent soak roll, Joker Pirate's shot ricochets. Even though it looked like it was going to hit, it ricochets off the deck, flying harmlessly into the bulkhead. So Pirate 2, he's going to make a pistol shot against Trask. And he is going to miss. So, Trask, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to go after the guy right in front of me. Is there any sort of issue if I'm shooting him from this close?
With your weapons training, no, but typically yes.
Okay, so I'll just shoot him.
That's a hit.
Oh, I should have. Should I just do one more? With the right click and everything?
No, just go ahead and roll. Yeah, so it's 3 shots. So, just do one more with the right click. And then, so you're probably gonna hit anyway. Yeah, you hit, both of them hit anyway. Without the wild die. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah, decimated him. Okay. So that guy is incapacitated. He's gone. Captain Starman.
I try to do a slashing attack with my survival knife, and I fail miserably.
Yep. Catch air. Alright. Is that all you're gonna do, Captain? Or
Yep,
sorry,
that's all he
Buzz,
did.
Buzz is up. Go ahead, Buzz.
Buzz is going to shoot. Bam, bam.
Alright, he is shaken. Alright,
That's my turn.
Doc.
Doc yells out from behind the console there. You should give up, pirate! We don't have to kill you!
Yeah, the one pirate that just got shot is like, he's just like, he looks down at the wound and he's just like, he's just flabbergasted. He doesn't know what to do.
I tried to warn you.
Jenkins is up.
Yeah.
So you can do like a test of wills. I mean, you can taunt him now if you want. Which would be a smarts roll. You gotta hit a 4,
Okay.
and then you'd get a +2 to your attack. I mean, now that he's shaken, he has a -2 anyway, so you get a +4
Yeah.
to your roll.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Jenkins.
Sorry, Trask has the taunt, so... No, wait. Yes. So he just has...
Yeah, but anybody
He's
can
just
make a test of wills roll. So you could basically
True,
just
okay. Yeah, well, I'll
just
taunt
give
him
me a
and be
smarts
like...
roll. Give me a smarts roll, and then if you beat a 4, then you'll get a +2 on your action, and then you'll just have to describe what it is you do. So you succeed. So what do you say to him? Mother was a nerf herder.
Yeah, exactly. You decided to fuck with the wrong pirate murderers.
Thanks, Rolf.
All right.
And
So
then,
go ahead and give yourself the +2 in your modifier and make your roll.
All right. This is my carbine. Hey, I think I got it.
There you go.
I hit him.
Go ahead and roll some damage.
Haha.
Oh, not enough to punch through his armor.
Nicks him on the shoulder, but he still whoops with joy. I hit him. Did you see that?
Yes, he's very excited. All right, Captain Starman's up first.
Is that a Joker? Joker, Captain Lance Starman?
Say again.
Is that a Joker?
Oh, that absolutely is a Joker.
I am Joker, Captain Lance
Yeah, that's
Starman.
right.
Now, can you use bennies to give yourself like a bonus, or are they just
No,
Like
it's. I mean, you can use it for a reroll.
okay?
But I mean, it. So if you think about it in the 5e sense, right? It's advantage. But basically you have to take the result of the second roll. So it's not like a whatever's higher kind of situation.
I take a backhanded slash with my knife.
Okay. Oh, that's a hit. Oh, that's a wound, and he goes down. And he bleeds out. So with that, the pirates are now defeated. And as you look them over, they've got some assorted gear, nothing really of value. These pirates are kind of, live by the seat of their pants kind of folks, right? And so from that perspective, there's not a whole lot to get from them. They had pistols, if anybody needs a pistol, but I think you guys should pretty much be all set for weapons.
Doc is going to approach the scene of battle and see if there are any of the pirates that he can stabilize.
They're all pretty far along. The last one that went down, I mean, he might be gasping for breath. You might have a couple seconds left if you wanted to try to ask him a question or something, but they're not going to make it. Especially that first guy that went down. When he got shot in the chest by Trask, it's almost like his chest exploded.
So I give the one that's going, I base a shot of like morphine.
Sorry, say it again.
The guy that's on his way out, I basically give him a shot of morphine. I don't want to see him suffer.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you give him the shot of morphine, and as he's kind of flailing and desperately trying to cling on to life, you notice he just kind of after he gets the shot of morphine, he just kind of goes limp and passes away easily.
Doc wipes a tear away from his eye, and the captain says, "Let's look for the other survivors."
So, in the room to the south, there's a large computer console, and if you guys want to make your way there, there's a couple of cabinets, what look like storage cabinets, in that room as well.
Oh, sorry.
So what were you trying to notice? Buzz? And I see the notice roll. What were you trying
My
to notice?
bad. Sorry, I wasn't pressing the button. Just scrounging through the cabinet right here.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, there's, you see a couple of kind of, different. So there's like a toolbox. It looks like it's a repair cabinet, and it's for it's got supplies in it to repair terminals. So it's got like wire cutters and splicers and capacitors and a bunch of other stuff.
Hey Jenkins, I found some stuff you might want.
Really?
Yeah, man, come check out this cabinet.
He hobbles over. And,
All right, yeah. So you find a series of different terminal
Electronics.
parts. Yeah, electronic components, wire cutters, splicers, interface boards, stuff like that.
Sweet. Can any of it be used to get the ship in working order again?
Well, I mean, so the first thing you need to do is get a sense of what's wrong with it. Like I said, there's a large console right here in the middle of this room, and you'd have to take a look at it and see what condition it's in.
Jenkins, do your stuff.
I will. I take a closer look at it, maybe with a repair roll, and
Yep.
try to do a damage assessment.
All right. So you definitely you get the console working, and the console output is very similar to what you saw from the Nostromo. It's scrolling with error messages, and it looks like the system. There must have been some kind of issue with the ship's computer, because it's running in like diagnostic mode. Let me see. So why don't you give me a knowledge science roll, and we'll see if you know the procedure for kind of getting it out of this mode. So you do. So what you need to do is you need to find the primary terminal, which should be in engineering. And when you find the primary terminal, you'll be able to initiate a restart of the system, which should bring it back online, and allow you to control it from any of the terminals. But this relay terminal here doesn't have a direct link to the ship's computer. It's just a relay terminal, and with the primary terminal being down, you'd need to get to that terminal. But your experience with vessels like this tells you that primary terminal is probably not too far away.
We gotta find another terminal. That won't be able to let me control the entirety of the ship.
There's a door right here. Would you try to...
What was that?
There's a door right here. Could
Yeah,
you try
there is
to
a
get
door
it
to
open?
the south.
Yes. Trask is going to try the door.
Okay. Yeah. So with the system being down, all the doors are basically what it does is it puts them into safety mode. So basically, they're it's to prevent if there's a hull breach or something, it's going to basically lock down different sections of the ship to prevent loss of atmosphere.
Which, Trask, is why I asked Jenkins to look at the door.
Ah! Whoops. Whoops.
I don't know these things. I'm a bumpkin.
Yeah, I figured that you wanted to have the muscle take a look at it.
It's a spaceship, not a barn.
investigated here.
Okay, yeah, so you successfully run a bypass. Do you want the door to open now?
Oh, my bad. Can I put it on a timer and like get back?
Yeah. I mean, how long would you want the timer to be?
10 seconds, maybe?
Jenkins, hold up.
Yes, Captain.
Is there any way for you to check for the condition of the atmosphere on the other side of that pit?
It's probably a good idea.
So give me a knowledge science roll. Yeah, so you think that you should be able to. So you've got some sensors so you have a handheld as well, I believe. But you have some sensors that you think you can put on the door, which would tell you if it's a vacuum or if it's if that behind that door is compromised anyway.
So is it compromised then behind there, or isn't it?
You don't believe so. So when you apply the so it's basically like a little suction cup. You put it on the door, and you punch a few things into your handheld. And it comes back and goes beep. And on the display it says atmosphere normal. It does say that the temperature is elevated and the humidity is elevated as well.
Ew, gross.
But other than that, like the atmosphere is breathable and there is there's no hull breach.
All right, let's get in there.
I set it on a timer for a few seconds. And motion for everybody to get back.
Okay, alright, so I got some revealing to do, so hang on a second.
Ooh la la. Show us what you got.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I think that's about as far as you can see. And as the door slides open, you hear a sound from inside that kind of sounds like a high pitched squeal, and a creature comes into sight. It looks like that. And it seems to be kind of ducking behind this little alcove right here as it turns because the door opens.
I shoot it.
You're not gonna be able to get a clean shot.
Damn.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and reset. And so we got Jenkins up first. So Jenkins, you're up. And so so there we go.
Do I?
So you haven't seen it yet. You don't know there's anything in there. You open the door and back away.
So I can't see anything at this point.
No.
Okay. I don't know that I can do much then, so I'm probably just gonna hide,
Okay.
duck under cover or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of duck under the console a little bit.
Okay, I'll do that. Should I just end the turn, or is there anything?
Yeah, I mean, unless there's something else you want to do.
Not really.
Okay. So, Captain, you're up.
I've got street cred. So my pace is 6. That's 6 squares, right?
Yes.
Follow me, boys. Can I shoot him from here?
No,
Maybe
that corner,
not.
you can't. You're still going through that corner. You gotta make sure you can draw a continuous line to him.
So this looks good.
Yep. So how many squares was that? 1, 2, 3?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. All right. So you still have 2 squares of movement if you want to use it. But
I'm gonna shoot him with my combat rifle. I mean my assault rifle. So you pick up the dice and click twice for 3 bullets, right? Or right click twice, I mean? Or is that just for
you
the
right click
damage?
twice. If you're gonna use a automatic weapon.
Like so.
Yep. So miss, and 3 misses. So you let out a spray of
And-
bullets. So why don't you go ahead and describe what happens? Come around that
So-
corner.
I haven't. Before I came around the corner, I caught a glimpse of it. I'm not quite sure what I saw. I rushed around the corner, and as I see this thing, I'm a little bit freaked out, and I spray wildly and just hit the bulkhead around him a couple of times, and then jump a couple of feet back to the door.
All right. Say anything to the group?
And I said, "There's some kind of thing. I'm not real smart about things."
Some kind of thing.
On the wing.
Right. Okay. So it is going to move.
Is it a face hugger?
What's that?
Is it a face hugger?
It is not a face hugger. It is something you've never seen before. So it.
Oh, so we're familiar with the face huggers then.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, maybe if you're real good and you eat your vitamins, maybe you'll see some face huggers here too. So it is going to make a dash for the door. So here we go. It's going to get here and it's going to attack you with.
Captain!
He's going to attack you with a bite and a claw.
Chat! Or was that Jenkins?
I think it was Jenkins.
So we got 2 hits, one with a raise. So here we go. So let me roll its damage. Wow. So it got 4 wounds on you. So you probably want to soak right away.
Go on without me.
Yeah, so it makes its way over there, and it's just like it clamps down on you and bites, and basically, its claws follow up, and it just slashes across you, right, leaving large wounds, as you kind of stumble back. Okay, so you soaked 1, so you've got 3 wounds right now. You can't soak more than once at a time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Can I move any bell?
Yeah, hang on.
3 wounds means I'm dead though, right?
No, 4 wounds is dead. So there's your Benny. So you can use a wound to remove shaken, or use a Benny to remove shaken now. So you can only soak once, but you can use a Benny to remove shaken if you wanted to. Okay, cool. There you go. So at least you're unshaken, but you know this thing is formidable, no doubt. And so that's its turn. So Trask, you're up. So you see this shadows, just black creature, just come out just with this ear-piercing screech, and just bite into the captain and slash him twice across the chest. So how would you like to respond? Apparently not at all. Just
I get it. Well, sorry. I was holding down the wrong key for a second there. Can I shoot him from here? Can I reach him from here?
Can you draw a straight line to him with the target?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
To be quite honest. Not quite. So I'll move maybe.
Nope.
So I'll have to be right behind
so
him.
here, let me give you a pointer, right? So what you can do, if you're willing to take a -2 to your attack, is you can actually grab the captain and toss him back, and then make a shot.
Ooh,
I would
good idea.
willingly let that happen.
I'll
So he's staggered.
pick him up. Can I put him onto the console there? Like on top
you
of
can
it?
just kind of toss him backwards. So basically, just grab him by the back of his shirt,
Actually,
yank him back and
I
throw him on the console, or toss him over to Doc.
Yeah, I was gonna say I might put him right next to Doc there.
Yeah,
So like toss him there.
yeah. So
And
then
then,
basically just understand that because of that, you'll take
Yeah.
a -2 to your attack.
That's fine. I eat -2s for breakfast. And sometimes lunch if I'm feeling bad.
Right. Yeah.
Donuts for lunch? That's insane.
Oh shit, I forgot the thing again. Sorry about that.
All right. So we got 2 hits. 2 hits, 1 miss. So go ahead and actually hold on. 1 hit because you didn't take the -2 on the second and third attack.
Oh, you're right.
So okay, so you let out a barrage from your assault rifle, right? And you hear this thing and it lets out a scream as the bullet, so that only one of them hit, but you seem to catch it like right in the head, and it goes down. Okay, so it goes down. It was not. I mean, it was a very dangerous creature, but there was only one of them, and you got a good shot in on it. And so
Was that 6 wounds?
no, that was 1 wound. It's not a wild card, so again,
okay.
as I mentioned, non-wild cards go down. It's an extra, so non-wild cards go down with 1 wound. So you get a good shot. You hit it right in the head, and when you do, you notice that the area around you begins to sizzle as whatever is circulating throughout this creature's body is clearly acidic, and the walls and the floor just, you hear the sizzling sound as the creature falls dead.
So how does Doc Stuffins go about patching up the captain?
So he can make a medicine roll, and then like a healing roll. Sorry, he can make a healing roll, and hold on a second. So you can also use the metagel. So so you would, if you decide to use the metagel, you'd take a +2 to your roll, right? And basically the way that it works is you can you can attempt to heal fresh wounds. So you can make one medicine or one healing roll, and then how you do on the medicine roll. So each success is one wound healed, and then each raise is an additional wound. But you can't make, if you think about it like first aid, right? You patch somebody up, right? But when you patch them up, like they actually have to heal the rest of the way. Like you can't double bandage an injury. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so you get one success. You did not get a raise. So he heals one wound. So now I believe he's down to 2 wounds, which means he'll still have a -2, but he's not dead.
And as the session progresses, can those wounds be healed? Like, is it an overtime kind of thing?
It's an overtime thing. Yeah. So he'll heal naturally with rest, right? But if you think about it, I mean, he's wounded. You've bandaged him up, but the only way for him to fully heal is for him to rest.
And what does that entail?
It entails
Like
rest.
the mechanics of it.
So basically, for in essence, every day that he spends kind of recuperating, he'll recover a wound. So it's not something that's going to happen like it's, so again, put it in 5e terms, it's not a short rest. There's no hit dice to roll. It's something that's going to happen over time. So he's going to have to alter his strategy now that he's wounded. So maybe the running in there like Rambo isn't necessarily going to be the best approach for him.
Okay. Jenkins, check it out.
Captain.
So as you look in the room, you see a console, and Jenkins, as soon as you see this console, you're like, oh, that's what I was looking for. It is, it appears to be the console that you were seeking. Go ahead and give me a notice roll from the console.
Alright. Notice. Can I use a Benny and re-roll that?
Yep.
Remind me how to do it? Just drag it onto the thing, or?
Just drag it into the chat, and then it'll say, that you're using
Cool.
a Benny, and then you can just re-roll it.
Notice
There
better.
you go. Yeah, so you hear from the, like, your left side, the map right side, a sound that sounds like this. Do you hear it?
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
So it sounds like a skittering kind of sound, like something with claws or something kind of walking on the metal deck.
Relatively nearby.
I'd say maybe 40 feet away, 50 feet away.
Alright,
a
well, I'm
rough
gonna
estimate.
run back into the room and say, there's something still out there, Captain. We're still not alone.
Did you restart the computer?
Did I have time to do that?
No,
Yeah,
it's gonna take some time.
Yeah, maybe I could. Maybe you guys can set up a guard and we can do that.
Okay, Buzz and Trask set up a guard for him.
So how do you want to position your guards? So, you know, where would
I
they be?
I would say probably like right here on either side.
Okay.
Or maybe do you guys think like here would be better so they'd have line of sight?
Yeah, if they're gonna look down those corridors, I'll reveal them a little bit for you.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because, I mean, you guys haven't gotten far enough to really be able to look down the corridors yet. So go ahead and situate them so that they can see down the corridors, and I'll go ahead and reveal some area for you. So I'm revealing this center area because, you know, Jenkins would know that this is the computer core. So that's where he's got to go.
He has to go in there?
Yeah, that's where he would need to go into that room to, you know, I mean, it's basically the server, more or less.
Oh, I thought the door was on the south side. Okay, that's cool. Jenkins, you know what to do. And I'll cover you from the doorway here.
So there are two other doors kind of down those hallways. So as you guys get situated. So two kind of creatures emerge as you're looking down the hallway, and they seem to be these kind of almost spider-like kind of creatures with long tails and like a flat head, and they kind of scurry across the floor, and you hear them like. Kind of, you know, they seem kind of unorthodox in terms of how they move. They seem to like slide up and down the corridors of the walls and or the walls in the corridors, and they seem to be able to kind of grasp onto the bulkheads and walk across the walls. Not exclusively just, you know, by standing up. They seem to be able to cling onto the walls and begin to approach. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the initiative. So Doc Stuffins gets a Joker, and the creature's got a 2. So so you guys are going to get an opportunity to attack these things. And by the way, you know, I mean, you wouldn't have recognized them before, but I'm just for the sake, because you mentioned it before, but here are your huggers. So, Doc Stuffins, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna hold my turn.
Okay. Captain Lance. Captain Lance.
Can I test my line of sight real quick?
Yeah. You can't move there. That's not.
I know. I was testing my line of sight from somewhere in that same line.
Sure.
Well, I'm not jumping in front of one of those things again.
So Buzz and Trask, how would you guys respond? You know, how would you let the group know about the creatures you see?
Boss, some weird spider creature coming towards us.
Shoot
Some
it.
weird boogie thing.
It's a boogin.
I love the way your mind thinks, Captain. When he readies his assault rifle when his turn comes.
Okay. So Captain Lance, what are you doing? Miss. 3 misses.
I really suck at that.
Yeah. Well, you've got, hold on, let me double check because I don't think, well, yeah, you got 2 wounds. That's where your penalties are coming from. So, you know, with your wounds, you're having trouble stabilizing your weapon. So, Buzz, what would you like to do?
I don't know that I can do anything because I can't get a shot from here.
Right. Yeah, it hasn't come out yet. It just turned that corner. You can hear the skittering down there. You know it's down there, but it hasn't. When it's turned.
Taking a few steps back.
But you could hold your action as well, and then you could just say, okay, well, as soon as it pops out, I'm gonna take a shot at it.
Okay, then I'll do that.
Okay,
But I
so
have
go
it
ahead and
targeted
target
already.
it. Yeah, as long as you got it targeted, then you know as soon as it's your turn, you know as soon as it comes in line of sight, then you can get your shot off.
Okay.
Okay, and then you can go ahead and pass for now, and then you know when it comes out, we'll go back to you.
Question real quick. Oh, I guess it wouldn't matter if... Could I technically use my edge for alertness to give myself a bonus for taking my shot at him as soon as he turns the corner? Like to catch it off guard? Would that work that way or no?
No, because it's kind of a passive +2
Okay.
to notice rolls to hear. I mean, you know it's there.
Okay.
So here's all right. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say specifically because you're holding an action to notice the thing. Then yes, you can get your +2.
Okay, I just thought I would ask to see how that
Yep.
went.
No, makes sense. Good call out.
Okay, I'm gonna pass my turn.
Okay. Trask.
Trask is gonna target the hug.
All right.
He's gonna yell out.
For mother!
Possible, but I was thinking more, hug this!
All right. So 2 hits with a raise and a miss. So go ahead and roll 2 damage rolls.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, totally decimated that thing. You just, I envision this thing skittering across the floor, and you just line it up, and you're just like, and basically 2 of the 3 shots hit it, and it just kind of pops, right? And then again, same thing. When this thing dies, you hear like, like an acidic burn.
Weird spider thing has been shot, Captain.
And that one is dead. So you're finished. Yeah, there you
Jenkins is gonna. Well, can he do things while this whole thing is going on?
So no, he needs to make a knowledge science roll to try to reboot that computer. So,
Make it a good one, Jenkins.
Okay.
hmm.
I'll try again, Captain. And quickly, I hit undo. But it was knowledge science, right?
Yeah.
Control Z.
Right.
Heyo.
All
Figured it
right.
out, Captain.
So you know, you kind of go up to it, and instead of pressing the power button, you hit the turbo button accidentally the first time, and then you go, oh wait, no, I got it, it's this one, and then you hear as it kind of shuts down. So next turn you're gonna power it back up, and so basically you just shut it down, right? And so when you hit the button, the alarm that's been going off, emergency, all personnel must evacuate, blah blah blah, right? Then you hear that alarm stops. The system kind of comes down, and the interior lighting of the ship dims, and the emergency lighting kicks on, and as a result, all shooting rolls for characters without alertness are going to be at a -2 until the system is booted back up, because you're running exclusively on emergency lighting at this point.
Hey, Trask has alertness.
Perfect. So on your next turn, you'll boot it up, and you'll enter the startup commands and stuff. So we'll make another roll. So this guy.
On that turn, Brian. Oh, you're using another one. Oh, didn't know there was more.
He's going to make his way there. That's as far as he can go on his turn, but he's going to go ahead and pass. And then this guy is going to emerge, so you can go ahead and take your shot.
So, I think in all fairness, I should have to roll a notice roll.
I mean, you knew he was there, but you can
That's
make your
true.
roll. You can make your roll. You were just, so I envision it like this, right? You heard the sound, right? You're looking down the hallway. I would say make the notice roll now that you, because the emergency lighting is on.
And how do I do the +2? I gotta have the
Just
modifier
put it
on,
in the
right?
modifiers in the lower left.
And then roll the notice.
Yeah, totally see it. No problem. So then
Sick.
go ahead and give yourself a +2 to your attack roll, because you were focused.
Alright. Got a boom.
Hit with a raise, so go ahead and roll your damage. It should automatically add the extra d6. There you go. Okay, so it is shaken. It is not wounded. So I'll just apply the shaken on that guy, and that is their turn. Actually, no, wait. So he just moved one. Six, but because he's he's shaken, so he's gonna have to try to unshake. So let me make a bigger roll for him.
Okay.
Alright, he succeeds. So he unshakes, but that's all he can do on his turn. But, okay, so fortunately for you, they're kind of somewhat down on, but both of the guys doing the shooting are later in the initiative order.
Oh no!
so let's see how
Doc,
this goes.
help!
Doc, you're up.
So, okay, sure. Ace is 6. 2, 3, 4. So I'll move up to here and take a pot shot out of movement for so long. And I do not have alert, so I'm going to have a -2. And then I move back. 6 squares total.
Alright. Jenkins, give me that knowledge science roll to boot up and enter all of the startup commands for this system. Successful. So, when you do, the system comes up. The lights take a second to kick in, and now the lighting is restored. The console roars to life, and you see the various systems that are currently impacted. You see there is there's a fault in the environmental system on deck 3. You see that there are three med pods that are reporting as fault as failed on deck 1, and you see the system showing that there are 2 crew members located in the ready room at the aft of deck 1. So what would you like to do?
I'm sorry. I was looking at a text message at that point. Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
I said that you have a text message that you should check.
Yeah.
And no. So
sorry, it's just with family.
So it's okay. So you see the console comes to life. On the console, you see that there's an environmental system failure on level 3. You see that there are three cryo or hypersleep chambers that are failed on deck 1, and you see that there are 2 crew members that are in the ready room at the aft of deck 1. And you think that you might be able to talk to them.
Yeah, okay. I'll let the captain know, and I said, Captain, would you like to attempt to establish communications on with deck 1?
Yes.
I'd like to open the line of communication then.
Okay, so you can turn on the ship's PA system, and focus it on the ready room. So what would you like to say?
Captain.
This is Captain Lance Starman of the Nostromo's. We are here to rescue you. It's not two-way communication, is it?
No, it is. And you hear a response back. This is Captain Gary Bennett from the CLF Kaine. How did you guys get here? And how did you get our comms back up? Where are you?
We're in your engineering section, and my engineer's a crackpot.
Crackhead.
He's really good at engineering.
Crackpot.
Very, very good. Yeah, we're pinned down back here, man. We it's me and one of my engineers. We're the only 2 left. Whatever those things are, man, they've decimated my crew. I've taken a couple of swipes from one of them, but managed to fall back to the ready room, and we've barricaded the door, and I don't know how much longer we can last.
You and me
I
both.
think there's
brother.
two of them down here.
Is this deck 3, Brian? Engineering?
This is deck 2. They're on deck 1.
Are those things turbo lifts? Those little circles with the blue, like right here?
For the purpose of this, yeah, we're gonna say yes, they are.
Oh, okay. Stay put. We'll try to get to you. We're dealing with a situation of our own down here.
All right, but hurry. I mean, they're at the door. I don't know how much longer we can hold them off. Like I said, we're running dry on ammo.
Okay, team, let's get to the turbo lifts. Or elevators. Space elevators.
Alright, so Jenkins, go ahead and pass your turn. Captain, you can go next.
So that'd be 1, 2, so that'd be 4. Like, how do we just get in here like so?
Yeah. It I mean, it's like a regular elevator, more or less.
And then I am going to, can I ready my weapon and when I see one, shoot it? If
Yeah,
I see
but
one?
what I would say is just, negotiating the elevator, I mean, I'm assuming you're going to hold the door for other people.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
So, I mean, I'll let you take a shot if you see one, but you're going to take a -2 on top of your already -2 because of your wounds.
No, I'm gonna focus all my energy on keeping the elevator door open.
Alright. So Hugger 1, or Hugger 2 actually, is going to move up. And it's going to try to attack Trask.
Uh-oh. Captain.
Don't be bringing that drama all up in here.
Captain, tell my wife I didn't really like her.
If I don't make it, tell my wife. Hello.
So here I'm gonna target Trask and make a fighting. Oh, and it fails. So it jumps and it just flies kind of over you and past you, and lands on the other side. And seems to lose its balance as it lands on the other side. These creatures seem like they're kind of like they're not entirely stable on their feet. But that's going to be his turn. And this guy's going to move. And it's going to. What is your parry, Buzz? Let's see. Hold on. Parry is 4, so it
6.
does.
4, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was thinking of pace.
Yeah. So it does. It kind of grabs onto you. It kind of grabs onto your leg and it begins to kind of climb up you. But it's gonna make another roll to try to latch on here in a second, but not this turn. Trask.
Is it latched onto his face, he said? Smush?
No. It jumped over him. It missed him. It lunged at him and it missed him, and it flew into the wall behind them and fell to the ground. Turned upside down for a second and then just righted itself.
Trask is just going to point his assault rifle straight down and just rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat.
right into the creature's face.
Oh, and so the answer for Buzz is it's on his leg. It's climbing up his body right now.
Oh, okay.
He'll be fine.
He doesn't like things on his legs.
2 hits. So go ahead and roll your damage. All right, that's enough to put it down.
Yay! Rat-a-tat-a-tat!
All right.
Hooray for rat-a-tat-a-tat!
So Buzz, so Buzz, if with this thing on you, if you kill it, most likely you're going to take some acid splash. But you can make an attempt to try to kill it. Or you can give me a fighting roll to try to throw it off of you. You can make it a contested roll. Strength.
I will do. Could I swipe at it with my switchblade to knock it off?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna, it's gonna react to that.
You know what? I'm gonna take my chance. I'm gonna do a fighting.
Okay.
Try and knock it off.
So it has a parry of 6. Do you want to use a Benny?
Sure.
You should. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead. You should be attacking with your weapon though, not.
Oh,
not
I thought I was
just
trying to
with
use a
your
fighting
foot.
skill.
No. So you
Okay.
have a weapon that uses fighting. You would just use that.
I guess I
Or
should.
were you trying to just throw it? Because if you're trying to throw
Okay.
it, then that's a strength roll. But if you're trying to attack it with something, you attack it with the weapon.
Okay, I'll take it with the weapon. Miss.
Okay, you are.
I use another Benny?
You can, sure, yeah. You got never-ending supply.
I'm passing my turn.
Oh man,
There's no way I can damage it enough.
Captain. So you
I
may be
hear-
able to get a shot at this thing, but it's right on your pilot's leg, and he's screaming. You feel like next turn it might latch on to his face, and then, that'll be a big problem.
I don't see that there's a whole lot I can do about it. I shall heroically hold the elevator open some more. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to continue to hold the elevator door.
Okay. Doc. All right, Doc, what are you doing?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
I've been talking this whole time. Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
We can hear you. We're good.
So Doc, if he shoots the thing, is it gonna react to that? Like, will it fall off?
Maybe. Depends. I mean, if you shoot it, if you hit it, one of two things is going to happen, right? You either do enough damage to kill it, or you don't do enough damage to kill it, and it's shaken. Either way, it may be easier to remove. But it's
I'm
a
gonna
tricky shot.
take-
It's on him.
Take the shot.
I'm gonna risk it. I'm a doctor.
All right. Okay. Did you target it? You just made a shooting roll. You
Oh.
didn't attack with your gun.
Okay, and then I move into the elevator. Good luck with that.
Okay. This is totally legal.
I'm gonna die. Oh, it's my turn again?
Yeah.
I tried something. I don't know what
Alright,
you want.
that's it. I'm gonna shoot it.
Alright. That's a hit. So give me some damage. Uh-oh. Oh, you killed it. Now, you are gonna take some acid. So hold on. So I'm gonna say that you're gonna take a D6 worth of acid damage. Now, if it doesn't beat your toughness, then it doesn't get through your armor. But if it does beat your toughness, which is
6 plus 1 right now?
oh, okay. So
I think.
it can't beat your toughness.
Because I have an armor piece. I think.
Yeah, but it may destroy your spacesuit.
Oh no.
So hang on, let me make the roll. See what we get.
Fair enough.
Okay, so it's going to do 2 points of damage. The acid kind of sizzles across the front of your spacesuit. Hold on, let me just take care of this. House cleaning. Okay, that hugger is dead. Now let's hey, give me a repair roll. Just to
Okay.
see if you feel like there's any well, no, you can't get a sense. You're not sure if your suit is still intact, like meaning it would be airtight.
Uh-oh.
You're not sure, so you're going to need to be a little cautious about the situation. If something comes up and you got to get outside the ship, then you may be in a bad spot. At the very least, you may leak air. At the worst, you may just have a straight decompression scenario.
How big is the hole?
So it's not a hole like in the traditional sense yet. It's just sizzling, right? So it just happened, right? So you look down and you're like, oh shit, and you're like, you don't want to touch it because it's acid, but it's just sizzling there on your suit, and it doesn't necessarily look like it like tore a hole in it, but at the same time it doesn't have to be a big hole for air to leak, right? Just any hole would cause air to leak. So all right. So the area kind of goes quiet. So whatever other creatures were in this area, they've all been dealt with. So where do you guys want to go? Level 1?
We need to book it to level 1.
I'm with you.
Hey Jenkins, can you come take a look at this suit?
Sure.
Man, that thing, I don't know what it spilled on me, but I think it was its internals.
Can I take a repair?
Okay.
Pulling up
Tell me
my
how
cool
bad it is.
Quick diagnosis. You're gonna die.
Oh god. Well, it was a matter of time.
Okay, bye. Ah!
What? What? Oh.
I'm moving you guys down to level 1. So you took the turbo lift, remember? It's turbo. Okay, so the turbo lift delivers you to this room here on the first level, and there is a door to the east.
Jenkins, can you use this terminal to determine which direction the ready room is in?
Sure. I'll use the terminal and see if there's a map in it. Whatever.
Yeah, so you managed to pull up a floor plan. You realize that you're kind of central to the ship, which makes sense because you were central to the ship on level 2. That the ready room is to the aft or the rear of the ship, and the forward control room is to is what would be your south. The forward control room is there. That's where the bridge area is.
Well, the bridge is south, and I say we start heading in that direction. Yeah, but it's your call, of course.
Is that where the ready room is?
The ready room is north
Oh no, the ready room is north, right?
of the ship.
No, we head toward the aft. So are these doors automatic now, assuming they're not locked?
Yeah, you just have to get up next to it, and it'll slide open. Now that the lockdown has been bypassed. So you want to go north, or like into that room directly to the north?
Yeah, that's the direction of the ready room.
The general direction, yeah. Go. Did you want to go through that door?
I want Trask to do it.
Okay.
Go get him, Tiger.
Here you find a room which contains 3 hypersleep pods and 2 small closets. And one of the hypersleep pods in this area is smashed, and within it is presumably a dead crew member.
No.
Doc.
Doc, can you see if they're really dead? Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say Doc would like to go in and examine, I guess, the other 2 and see what he can do.
The other 2 are empty. The one that has the dead crew member in it is the only one that's currently occupied.
Okay, Captain, this room's unoccupied. Okay, let's go the other way.
Well,
I would like to check the
unoccupied except for
closets.
the dead person in the hypersleep chamber.
Well, there's no need to wake them up. Let him sleep.
Eternally asleep. Yeah, so the 2 rooms to the west are, basically like personal storage. So they're like lockers, basically. So people go into hypersleep, they lock up all their stuff. When they come out of hypersleep, they go to the lockers, they get dressed, all that stuff.
Did they lock up a spacesuit?
No, you don't see any spacesuits here.
Oh.
It's basically personal effects.
Okay. I'm gonna go check out this door.
Okay. So as you walk up to it, it just slides open.
Do I notice
Some area
anything?
for you? So yeah, as soon as it slides open, you hear a familiar sound. As you hear the screeching of those creatures that you encountered.
I would like to poke my head out. Let's see around the corner. I'm gonna look north.
Hang on a second. I'll show you what you can see when you look in both directions. Into the north. To the north, you see what looks like a Y intersection, and then to the south, you see a pair of the creatures that you encountered up on deck 2, and as soon as the door slides open, they let out a screech and focus their attentions on you. Give me a notice roll as well, if you would, please.
Do I get my +2 to it?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Oof, I needed it.
Yeah. So you also hear what sounds like skittering up to the north, and it's strange because you hear the skittering, and then you hear like a thunk, and then skittering again, and then thunk, right? As if they're like trying to throw themselves at something. Yeah. So that's what you hear. So what would you like to do?
I turn back and yell, guys, there's more this way, to the south.
Alright, so I just went ahead and dealt the initiative out. So we're going to, they're going to get to go first. The hunters are going to get to go first. Let's see, they're going to scramble. This guy's only going to make it to there. That guy's going to be right next to him as they desperately try to catch up to you, but they just can't make it in that one moment. So it's the both of them. So Doc, you're up. So there we go.
I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, I can't really get outside, so I'm just going to pray.
You're gonna do what?
I'm going to say a prayer.
Yeah, okay.
Can I move past Buzz? Like up here?
Yes. Yeah, you can move through a friendly space.
Cool. I'm gonna attack the warrior.
Warrior number 2, I assume, the one you're targeting.
The one I'm targeting, yes.
Yep. Let out a barrage of automatic rifle fire. You get 1 hit with a raise and 2 regular hits, so go ahead and roll your damage.
2 hits?
You get 3 hits total, 1 with a raise. So just go ahead and roll them independently. So the first one will be with the raise.
How do you do the raise again?
It
Just
does
right
it
click
automatically.
again?
You should see in the
Oh,
lower
it does
left.
it. Okay, so
There's
just do the first one.
plus raise, plus damage. It's already there.
I see.
And bam, bam.
Just the other two.
Destroy that guy. So you let out a barrage of automatic fire, and it just, it tags him center torso, about the neck, and then at the head, it just, and the acid sprays back all over the console and the chair back there as the hunter slumps down.
How many movement left on this man? My turn.
Okay. Captain, what would you like to do?
Is this like 5e where I can attack from someone else's spot as long as I don't end my turn there?
Yeah.
So I'm attacking from Buzz's spot.
3 misses.
Okay.
All right, Jenkins, you're up.
Like just cower. Let's see if he can target that guy. Is that line of sight? Does that count?
Oof, no, that's kind of tight, man. That's
Damn.
yeah,
Oh,
that's pretty tight.
That's just, yeah. Can I, jeez. Is there like a help action or anything similar to that I can do? Because I kind of
So
use this.
I mean, you can do a like a test of will, you know, and then
Okay.
it would give whoever it is that tries to attack it next that, you know, that penalty or that bonus if you succeed in a smarts roll. So you can do like a smarts trick.
Sure. Try to taunt it or something? No, not taunt it, but
Yeah, I mean you're successful. So so whoever attacks it next or, you know, takes an action against it will get a +2. So it's kind of
maybe
like
see like a weakness in its technique and be like, hey, look at, you know, shoot at the torso as it's coming down or something like that.
All right. Buzz. You see this, the one creature gets sprayed down and you see this other one closing in on you.
I aim at it with my light pistol after listening to what Jenkins says, target it. So let me give myself the +2. Boom.
All right, you totally take it out. So you draw your pistol. And manage to take out that that hunter.
Are you never supposed to have more than 3 bennies?
Yeah, I think it's me. Oh, I know what it is. It's
Giving
Joker's
out like
Wild.
candy.
That's why. That's okay. So it's a setting rule, right? So I have Joker's Wild on, which is why people are getting bennies. So when you guys,
Well,
hold on, I'll explain it to you. When one of you guys gets a Joker, everybody gets a benny. It's part of Joker's Wild.
Well, the reason I asked is Doc Steffens has like 6 or 7
Yeah.
bennies.
So and that's because of all the Jokers. So you can have as many bennies as you get. So,
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't realize before, like when we started, I didn't realize I had Joker's Wild on. So that's on me. But now that we have, you know, Joker's Wild on, it means that you guys should have a pretty good stockpile of bennies at this point. So just to zoom it back in to where we are and what we got going on, again, you guys hear the skittering, and you know, you hear the skittering, but it's like so you hear, it almost sounds as if like these things are desperately trying to throw themselves at a door or something to try to get in, but they haven't. I mean, even though there's been gunfire and all kinds of stuff going on, they don't seem to have taken notice of you yet.
Go get 'em, boys.
I would like to move forward and see if I can notice which way the noise is coming from, left or right.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a notice roll.
You got it.
It's strange because it seems like it's almost coming from both, almost as if like as if they're on both sides. So hang on a second. If you're gonna head that way, I'll reveal some more area for you. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm choosing to move left.
Okay, so why doesn't everybody catch up to the rest of the group, and I'll reveal some area here.
Think Greg died.
Sorry, guys. I'm here.
Okay, hang on. Okay, so there's corridors kind of running, to the sides here, but there's just a central complex, and both of these doors here are open, and you can see kind of straight through, and as you kind of head around a little, the creatures that are there take notice of you, and we're going to go ahead and top of the order. So Trask, you're up first. You can hear these creatures. You know where they are. But it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna move towards them. Are they coming? Sorry, are they coming from the right or the left?
They're not coming from either side yet.
Oh, okay.
So basically, as you guys are approaching, right, you heard the skittering and this like thumping, right? Almost, like they were trying to smash themselves against presumably the door. Now that you guys have gotten closer, right, they've kind of stopped doing that, and that's where we're picking up with initiative.
Okay. I'll sprint over here, and I don't think I can get quite over there. I think that's my last movement. But I can yell over to Buzz, and I say, well, trap them in this little corridor here.
That's not exactly the smartest idea.
Okay, so Trask passes his turn. Buzz, you're up.
I'm going to move 2 in to begin with and target. Can I hit him technically there?
Move up just one more.
One more.
Yeah, that corner is tough. I mean, he's kind of right there on the corner, but you can get him from there. I'll let you get him.
Oh wait, I think I need to target him. No, it just says target for me. That's why I was like,
Alright, that's a hit, and it is shaken.
I'm going to end my turn.
Okay. Doc. I believe there are some toys in need of fixing.
Toys?
Doc Stuffins. Sorry, if you're a parent, you probably got that joke. If you're not, then you will.
Do I have to be able to see them to do the test of will? Because I'm not very movie.
You're not very movie. I mean, so if you can explain to me a way that you would, like try to trick them or, or get their attention or distract them without them being able to see them or without them being able to see you or you being able to see them, then I'm all ears.
Bang on something metal with a pipe.
Yeah, you do something like that.
Well, I don't want them coming for me, though. So I think I'll just pass my turn.
Okay. Alright, so Bugger 1. Gonna move here. Need to make his fighting roll. 5, I think that does. Hold on, what's Trask's? Parry, so it is a 5. So it clings onto your leg and begins to climb up. Hugger 2 recovers from shaken, but that's all he can do. Hugger 3 is going to move. Well, actually, he's going to continue to try to throw himself at the door. He knows that there's something behind there, so it's going to be his. So Captain.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
That's right.
The dogs. Look, I move into.
You jumped in for a second there, but then you went out.
Yeah, what'd you say?
I move into dog space and take a shot at Hugger. Number 1 Hugger.
Okay. Alright, 1 hit with a raise, 2 misses.
Could be all it takes.
I just drag the damage dice once, right? No right clicking.
Yeah, just toss the damage dice once. Alright, he is shaken.
And then I step back to the
Alright,
square that I'm at.
so with the shaking condition, he's gonna fall off. So you hit him, you kind of clip him, and he spins and he falls off of Trask and falls to the ground.
And then Doc Stuffins shoots at him with his pistol after he falls off.
Okay. Hit with a raise. Alright, that's enough. That puts him down. So he hits the ground and the acid sizzles as it makes contact with the deck.
I'm helping.
Alright. Trask is up.
Do I have to do anything to be up, or can I just immediately take actions?
There was nothing wrong with you. You can just take actions. He was climbing on you, but then between the captain and Doc, they hit it and then shot it off.
Is there a way I can... Nah, no, never mind. I don't think... Is there a way to, like, shoot in a straight line with several bullets so that they might hit even both creatures?
Like a strafe?
Yeah, I mean, so you can target both of them, but you just have to designate which bullet is going to which creature. So you've 3 shots, right? It's a little tricky with an automatic, because it's 1 pull is 3 shots. So I would lean towards, like, you designate 1 target for 3 shots.
Okay, I'll do that.
Alright, so 2 hits, 1 with a raise. Okay, roll your damage one more time.
Yeah, I figured... Okay, yeah, that one's one.
Okay, so that's enough to take him out. Yeah, because you didn't get your raise damage.
Sweet.
Alright, so that one is no more. So Jenkins, pulling up the rear.
It's gonna... And that's all he can move.
So Hugger 2, he is going to make a beeline for misses. He flies past him and crashes into the wall on the other side. Actually, I'm going to say he flies down this way and crashes into the wall and falls over briefly and then rights itself.
I'm so lucky.
Captain Lance, you're up.
Is there like a panel next to the door I can try to talk to them with or something?
Not that you could. You mean you could try talking to them through the door, but they've got the panel locked out on the inside.
So I shout, Captain! This is Captain Starman! We've secured the area! Let us in!
Have you really secured the area though?
Basically.
Okay. I guess Buzz just fend for himself.
The one face
Alright,
heavier to kill
so
them all.
He says, "Are you sure? We can come out, but are you sure there are no more of them? Have you checked the whole ship?"
Alright, give us 5 more minutes.
We'll be right with you. Alright, Buzz, you're up. Let's see if we can take out this last hugger.
I concur.
Oh, that's a hit. Let's see.
Nope.
Oh, he's shaking though. Alright.
On that note, before I pass the turn, because he's shaking, I'm going to move.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'll pass the turn.
Alright.
Jenkins, don't get caught.
Leave him for Jenkins to handle. With his mad shooting skills.
Yeah. He'll do his best.
Alright, so it recovers from shaken, but unfortunately that's all it can do. Captain Lance.
Why would you want to recover? Shake it.
Okay. Alright, Buzz, you're up again.
Okay, I'm gonna move into Jenkins' spot,
You
technically.
want to kill this thing for me?
Right. Go ahead, take your shot.
Booyah!
That's a hit with a raise. Oh, it's shaking again.
Boo,
You
nah.
can't seem to put it down. Jenkins, will this be it? Will this
Shoot
be
it.
your moment to shine?
Jenkins totally has this.
+2, right?
No,
sure.
it calculates
No?
everything with the shaking. Go ahead, take your shot.
Fingers crossed. No.
Oh dear God!
That's
The
it. It's not.
bullet ricochets off the wall, striking a terminal nearby. Sparks fly out.
Trask.
Might have to be the savior.
That's 6, right? Can I see him?
Yep.
Yeah, you can see him.
Rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat.
Oh, 2 hits. And it's already shaken. Will this be it? It looks like it. It is deceased.
Done.
Totally destroy that hugger.
That mother hugger. Well, we don't want him hugging mother. That would mean they got onto the ship.
Alright, and as the environment settles down, you guys can now go up to what you presume is the ready room. And
Presume.
Okay, the last one's dead, Captain.
alright, hang
Other
on.
captain.
So, bear with me 1 second. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, and so in this room you find two members of the CLF Kaine crew. One you presume to be an engineer, and one sitting at the head of the table with dual pistols drawn, aimed at trained on the door. As the door slides open, you notice them kind of relax their grip a bit, and the captain says to you, "Oh, thank God! It was horrendous. Just that skittering and thumping, all that. I mean, this has been a terrible ordeal. We all owe you, both of us, a debt of gratitude."
Always happy to assist, because I am Captain Lance Starman.
Gratitude
nice.
don't pay the rent.
Yeah, right.
And so I'm just going to summarize, right? So basically, you guys, you guys help get the captain back in order. You call it in, you radio in the report, and a couple of days later, a medical team and some representatives from the CLF show up to inspect the situation. They take stories, take accounts from all of you guys, and find it hard to believe, exactly what happened, even though, there are alien bodies laying around, dead crew members all over the place. And you're given explicit instructions never to speak of this incident again, and that, if you do, then, you will have to come before the CLF Council in the future. So the captain and the engineer agree begrudgingly, but they look at you guys and they say, "Are we clear? Never again. This incident is classified, and you're never to speak of what happened on the Kaine again." And with that, we're going to break. That's going to be the end of this episode. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this session. We're going to go. I'm going to shut down the stream now. And thank you all for watching. Hope you really enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed, GMing it. Really had a great time, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys all next week. So thank you all, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.
Yay!